Hey, Mom, it's me, Wogue. Though, I'm certain you'll know that because I'm writing down all of these notes so that when I find you, I'll be able to tell you everything, that's been happening. But I've found, I think, a big group of survivors, and I have some friends now, and we're traveling around and we're trying to help everybody out, and I'm really excited about it because I get to help people again. It's been so long since my monastery. Since it's just been a really long time since I've been around other people, and we came across some weird stuff in the dungeon, lots of corpses, some really fun booby traps that my new friend, he's a paladin, his name is Carrick, he kept triggering them. I know he blew something up sometime around there. I remember seeing some folks going flying, so I don't know. It was pretty crazy, and there were some spooky ghosts that tried to touch us and make us die. But I just, used the Lord's Prayer to, get rid of them. I know you've never been religious, Mom, but I'm telling you, it's real. Anyway. I'm really excited to see you again because we found this really cool thing in the back of, the dungeon. I've never gone dungeon spelunking before, so this is really fun. We found this really cool tablet, and it was written in ancient Druidic, and I kind of felt a little dumb because I couldn't translate it. But my friend Milton was able to translate it because he's a nerd. I used to think I was a nerd. I'm not a nerd. No, I've learned. I don't read like that. We read the tablet, and it said it was something about a key to another world or another plane. I don't exactly remember what it is. I don't deal with that stuff. But when we took it, it was weighted and it was a trap, so we did put something heavy on it. But then there was this giant cube, and we all kind of panicked because we've been through so much on this stupid thing with all these traps and stuff that all of a sudden this giant cube with a dead dude suspended in it started chasing after us. So we all just hightailed right on out of there. I'm going to try and keep some of this gold that I found, and I'm going to see if I can, maybe make it into a nice necklace for you or something. I'm not sure. I wish you were here with me because it would have been like the old days. And you would have loved some of the stuff down there. There was some gorgeous weaponry and just mountains and piles of gold. If things were still the way they used to be, you and I would have made a killing and we would have just been fine for the rest of our lives. We wouldn't have had to worry about anything. All of us, we would have been fine. We could have gotten a really nice boat and we could have just sailed. Legitimately, we wouldn't have had to steal anymore. It would have been nice. I love you. I know I didn't say that very often because, I was... But I've learned, and I'm going to tell that to you when I see you again. And I know Dad's alive, and I know you're alive too, because you're tougher than he ever was, but I hope y'all are watching each other's back at the very least. And I miss you both. Love. Love, Woke.
Welcome back to Abyssal Wish, Hellforged Apocolyspe, the podcast where I've neglected to say the name of for a few episodes, I think. That's on me. My bad. We've never done a podcast before. Today is a rather special day. Lindsay and Haley are in the same room with me. I thought they were going to say anything.
Oh, we're in the room.
Bitches be hating.
Shit. Anyway, this is a podcast where 4 survivors of an apocalyptic demonic wasteland gear up and train in hopes of reclaiming the land that they once lost. I am the Turtle King, and I am the DM of this campaign.
Hey there, I am Nick, and I am playing as Carrot.
I didn't hear the K. It just sounded like you said carrot.
Oh.
He's
Great.
nutritious and delicious.
One more time. Carrot.
Okay, there we go.
Let me turn them up just a little bit.
Yep.
Next.
I am Haley. I am play Koratari.
I'm Lindsay. I'm Wogue. I'm tired. I play a goblin. I'm kind of gay. Work was really hard today.
This
How
is
y'all
the
doing?
longest intro we've
In
ever
our failed
done.
recording, she's also gay.
I feel like I had to keep that part.
Okay, we're not gonna skip over Milton this time.
Ah! Wait, I've appeared in this world! Hello, my name is Thomas, and I play Milton Dinkle, your friendly neighborhood side character that gets forgotten in intros.
One time.
And I'm not racist.
I was about to say, like,
That sounds
Are
like
you
something
sure
a
we should let
racist
the
would
racist
say.
talk?
Okay, so I had an idea, and that idea was that we can start it this week if you have one, but I was thinking starting next week, we would share fun facts about our characters. Train of thought is gone. ADHD be like. So yeah, if you guys think of any fun facts for your characters in these next coming weeks, they will help us figure out who they were before the world went to hell, literally. Yeah, that was my idea. I don't know what you guys think of it, but
so like backstory snippets.
yeah, little snippets.
Cool.
So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna keep going. In the last few episodes, the team was tasked by Andiris the Scoutmaster to go into a dungeon and collect everything they could. On the way there, they found a small refugee village that was attacked, leaving many mortally wounded. The team spared some time they had to helping these poor souls and protecting them from further harm. They then continued into this dungeon where they found traps, living shadows, several thousand coins, which have long lost value, weapons, armor, a gas leak, a magic tablet, a Necronomicon, and dare I say, friendship.
Lots of gold dust.
Upon collecting the tablet at the end of this old dungeon, a gelatinous cube appeared. They wisely fled and made it back to the base, bringing the refugees with them. Though one was a bit more persistent on not leaving, the party, of course, brought him anyway. We continue the next morning, and, well, would you like to start us off on this fine morning?
Good morning. Yes. All right. So I wake up, and I don't know what time of day it is, but I don't care because any time you wake up is morning. That's when you start your day.
So Wogue puts on his like armor because he was in his night clothes, or well, his not armor clothes because like who has pajamas these days? And he's just wondering
Willow
what's
probably
going
does.
on.
I feel like Andiris would,
Yeah,
but it would
well,
be sexy sleepwear.
yeah, no, Wogue does not have sexy sleepwear.
Damn, what a shame!
He has
I was
boxers.
really picturing that image.
I rolled like a 3 on my perception check.
Your eyes are very crusty.
Crusty,
You
musty,
gotta
disgusting.
Get the eye crust out in the morning.
Okay,
You
well,
can't see shit.
well, what do I hear?
You hear a lot of chatter. I mean, it's a big area.
Oh, I'm gonna walk around and see what's going on. Do I see any of my homies around?
I don't remember where they were. It's
Okay.
been a few weeks at time
Okay.
of recording.
All right. Well,
I think you all kind of slept separately, if I remember correctly.
I don't know.
I believe so.
I mean, if you...
to make a what's it called? Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay, yeah, so you probably all slept together, but not in that way.
Fun fact about Milton: he sleeps with no undies.
He goes commando. All right. Well, Milton, how about you wake up and what's going on?
Well, Milton, last time we had just arrived back at the camp, a little bit of hustle and bustle, and we were getting settled down. I think Milton had taken his time, created the tiny hut for any of those who wanted to have a climate-controlled area to sleep. And he would have just spent his time kind of like curled up in a corner with his book in one hand and the bookmark kind of like swapped around, kind of like around his neck, sort of like one of those neck pillows.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
And as soon as he would wake up, he'd probably have spent the night before during downtime trying to study the book that he had found from the outpost that we visited. And he
So
would
the-
just be taking his time, staying in the dome, and just reading it, kind of like maybe casting Identify and just analyzing it, trying not to ruin the
So,
quality
as you touch this mysteriously leathery book, you notice that it kind of has like what looks to be like a skull shape on it. And then mouth kind of opens up as you look at it, and a tongue comes out and it licks you. And as you open it to read, a lot of the pages are kind of unlegible. But you do see a couple of spells in there.
Would I be able to discern the school of magic that these spells derive from? I imagine, first off, this book just licked me, so he's freaking out about that.
Most of them are necromancy, if not all.
Ooh. The legibility of the rest of the is it like in a language that I can't really perceive, or it's just like it's been smudged?
It's been smudged, bloodied, and burned.
Interesting. I'll have to find somebody who can mend things. Well, he would just kind of scoot, kind of like put himself up against the side of the hut, back towards it, and just kind of.
You do notice, excuse me. You do notice that there is one spell that you can learn now,
Ooh.
and that would be Vampiric Touch.
Oh boy. This seems delightfully disastrous, and I cannot wait to perceive it with my own casting abilities. And he begins to, he kind of like looks at the book, notices that he can potentially transfer the spell to his spell book, and then he'll kind of like do like a semicircle in his hand and kind of like as if he's picking something out of the air, and he has this kind of ethereal, spiritual looking pen and quill, and he'll begin reading over the spell components and then flipping over to his other spell book, which is not animated at the moment, so Keith Ledger is sleeping in. He gets cranky if he doesn't, and he'll just start kind of transferring it into Keith as he kind of keeps to himself.
Keith feels the power of the dark side.
Oh yeah, oh no.
Cora, Tari, you wake up.
I am awake. Anyway, she wakes up. Pretty weirded out. She's in a cave. She's like not in a cave, like you know what I mean. Anyways, she just gets
It's
up.
kind of weird to get used to.
Yeah.
Being in a mountain.
Anyway, she's in the tent, right?
I would imagine so. You're in the hut.
She goes lays back down for a little bit more sleep.
Okay, you go back to sleep. Carrick, you wake up.
Okay. He slowly awakes. Wait, hold on. I need to remember where he fell asleep. He fell asleep like towards the edge of the cave, kind of just off in a corner, big enough for him to lie down in.
Okay.
He's slowly waking up. And he rubs his eyes. He gets up, and he was like, booze would sound very good right about now.
I dropped my die.
Yawns.
Roll for yawn.
Roll for yawn. Does the whole camp hear him yawn? Let's find out.
I mean, you are a giant.
So did you just
Sleight
stand
of
all
yawn.
the way up in this tent, or?
No,
did you
he's not
crouch?
near you guys.
Oh, no, he's still in tent though. So I was wondering if he's
See.
still all the way up.
No, that's an 8. Never mind.
It's a mediocre yawn.
Mediocre yawn. Got it. Alright. Mediocre.
So,
Alright.
what does Carrick feel like doing today?
Tarek feels like fighting everyone else and trying to convince them
What's
to see
your
if we could go on a
passive
booze
perception?
run.
A booze run.
Yeah, a booze run. He hasn't had any in a while. And up in the mountains, they didn't. It's not any normal booze. They had some moonshine, brother.
Hey, Cora's down for that run.
You
Good
want-
own version, of course.
You might
fermented
see
and everything,
Wogue
so.
like wandering around looking crusty.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's your passive perception?
Mine?
Yes, yours.
Shit. What is my passive perception? It's a 10. It's just flat. Everything's flat for passive.
You see a glowing hut in the distance that you recognize as Milton's, and you see Woe bumping into everything because they still haven't gotten the crusties out of their eyes.
How far away is Woe compared to the tent?
Solid 60 feet.
Okay, how close am I to Wogue?
I'm going to say a solid 60 feet. I don't know.
How close am I to the descent?
You sure are.
60 feet?
Yeah.
This is an awkwardly proportional cave.
Alright.
You are, might
I
I say,
know.
equidistant from both areas.
Alright, he feels like he can rope Wogue into this, hopefully.
Okay.
Alright, so he's trying to remember what the guy offered them if they brought back booze.
No,
Can I roll to remember?
You can. Roll history.
Excellent.
Last time you got a 1, so...
Yeah, let's hope I don't accidentally misremember. Well,
Sounds like your memory is shit.
it's a 3.
Again. For the life of you, you cannot remember. All you remember is booze.
Wogue,
Huh? What? Who said my name?
it's me, Carrick.
Hi, Carrick. What's up? Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, of course. Do you remember that man from yesterday? The man who offered us to, basically offered us a side mission of sorts, apart from our main mission, where we can go find some alcohol for him, and in return, he would give us some things. Yeah, things.
I think he made
So-
weapons. Did he make weapons?
Can you roll history?
I don't remember. Oh, no.
Fuck, you don't remember shit either.
It's like I'm hungover, but without the fun part. I got an 8.
Look, all I'm focused on is the booze. If we could find some, that would be great.
Fuck it, I'm down.
You're down? Hell yeah. I thought you would be down. Alright. Now, we have to find the other two and convince them.
How far are they out of the tent? Like, are they out of the tent? Or are they
They're
in
out of the tent.
Oh, damn.
The little hut area.
I think
Let's
Koratari is still
booze.
sleeping. If you want to go check on her, she's in the tent thing.
Oh, she's in the tent? Okay.
Can you roll a
Yeah.
Constitution save?
Me?
Yeah.
What I
Then
do?
let us go.
Nothing. I just want you to fucking rub your eyes so you're free.
I didn't succeed.
Piece of shit, man.
I mean, usually eye
gotta
crusties
invest in
usually have some
guidance.
people with more slanted, smaller eyes. Is that right? But
So like, whoa, who's a goblin
Yeah.
and has smaller
like
eyes?
you,
So,
Okay.
Derek advances upon the tent.
He says that to himself for some reason.
Wogue stands by himself, just like, ugh, crusty.
You go up to the thing and you get the crusties out of your eyes.
Thank God.
Milton, you see your boys come up.
It's your boys.
So until I, because Milton's a little shit like this, because he casted the hut and nobody was inside of it,
Cora
they
was
need
there.
permission. Oh well, whoever's not in there needs like the permission in order to go through it. So you'd be like, you just see this dome that is opaque. So it kind of looks like a snow globe, but the opacity is like however opaque I want it. It's a big old dimmer switch. You can
Knock, knock.
Milton's just sitting there, just scrambling things, just like, yes, who is it?
It's
There you
me, Carrick.
Carrot. Oh boy. Yes, what is it? And he just kind of like flicks his left hand for a minute while he's still writing with his quill, and you'll notice that the opacity in roughly about the shape of Carrot's body just becomes lighter than the rest of the dome, allowing access inside.
Okay, Carrick walks in. So, do you remember the man from yesterday?
The man from yesterday, what was it, that blacksmith, I believe, or something?
Not quite. I don't believe
Roll
it wasn't
history.
him. My brain. My brain.
Bro, you're
I get
sage.
it.
You better have good history.
I believe I get advantage on history checks.
Alright, well then, sure.
If this counts as... Oh, it's a nat 20.
He was
Total
not
of
at all a
20.
blacksmith. He was just a random guy that was going to offer you, basically just teach you a few things, a couple of tricks or what have you if you helped him out. And he would also drink with you guys.
Ah, yes, that one gentleman. He looks like he probably could have been a blacksmith, but honestly, they all kind of look the same to me. I don't really care about people's professions that are not academically related. But yes, and Milton
Racist
goes.
again.
Don't get racist again.
That's not
It's not
racism, that's
racist.
classism. It's different. It's so
And-
terrible, though.
Milton recalls the exact time at the exact moment as soon as we came back and recollected what everybody was wearing and like the weather and every little minute detail about the person and what he looked like and what his name was, and he just goes,
Absolutely, yeah.
"That guy."
Yes, that man.
Hmm.
So if we
Yeah.
go grab him some alcohol, we can learn some new tricks.
I really doubt that this individual can teach me things that I couldn't just find in a book.
I fucking hate this guy, but I love him.
You never know. He might have some experience. He looks like he has experience.
Eh.
And experience, you can't find that anywhere but from the person themselves.
Fine, let me gather up some things.
Cora perks her head up from that sentence.
When did you get wise all of a sudden?
What?
It's gone. The moment's gone.
It's okay, Carrick's a little slow.
Or is like, it's just...
It's gone now.
It's gone.
I was impressed for a moment.
For a
Oh,
fleeting...
Yeah, there's a
Um,
short moment of smartness and then it fails him.
Milton, with a nat 20, you also remember that the library has like barely any books, and the tablet that you found still kind of needs to be identified. They said that they were going to need some help with that.
As much as I would love to partake in your little alcohol endeavors, I do believe that the tablet that we had recovered from our last mission, if you wish to call it that, still needs to be identified with the proper authorities, and I don't wish to make the angry-looking female even angrier. So, I'll stay here. Yeah, I feel like that's my place.
Lane.
But you all have a wonderful time. Don't die.
He turns back to Wogue. How do we convince? He whispers to Wogue. How are we gonna convince him to come with us? I really want that booze, but I can't make it about booze. He'll hate me.
Okay, but like, so I've considered that perhaps we should use a different method. Milton, you said you didn't want the scary lady to know about the book, right?
Oh, what do you mean a book? No, this is a tablet. I understand that they are probably very similar to those who do not have such an academic background as myself.
Oh no, you did not just say that, bro.
That
Who the hell was that?
To me.
Yeah, that was directed towards you. He basically just calls you an idiot.
I'm so confused.
Milton kind of just
What?
called you an idiot.
All I heard was beat up, beep, bop, 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 boop.
And as Cortari
All
perks
robot
up, and you are a
noises.
virgin.
I'm so lost.
Did you not actually hear him?
I didn't hear anything. All I heard was
Oh.
like,
All I
Oh,
said
you
was
missed
that
it.
it is actually
did.
a tablet.
He said
There's
it was
nothing
it was a
about the
tablet.
book.
It's fine. I protect your honor. Oh, you
Oh.
version.
And
Yeah,
then he
sorry.
wouldn't expect people without an academic degree to basically
Background.
understand that.
Okay, first of all, I see this weird book you have carrying around with you sometimes, and I don't know what it is, but I can tell it's creepy. Second
This
of
is
all,
You've met him several
oh yeah,
times.
well he's creepy. Second of all,
Well,
I don't give a fuck. So there's that. But regardless, you're scared of the scary lady. Consider this: I will make her hurt you unless you come with us and do booze.
how is that? There's no way that you have gathered more reputation amongst these savages. We've only been here for like a day.
Yeah, but fuck you.
What? Everybody get out of my house!
I
I don't think that worked.
Roll intimidation with disadvantage.
I think we used this the wrong way. Why'd you do?
6.
Shit.
All right. Could be lower.
Lower. That's gonna get.
Yeah, it's a 6. Milton's not very intimidated.
I'll roll my insight. I might get a nat 1. I got a 12.
Okay, yeah, you're not really that scared.
He just looks at Woe and he's just like, why? Why did you do that?
Carrick, you're a big scary man. I bet the wolf lady could probably make him go.
Milton prepares a vortex warp just in case.
So what's the plan here, guys?
I just need to finish. I'm currently working on copying some literature down into Keith for future references.
If you're doing that while they're all talking to you, they can all see the Necronomicon, and the book does have its tongue wrapped around your hand.
Oh, I want.
put me
Hey,
in-
wait, hold up.
You just told me it licked me.
It licked you, yeah.
That's
But
the
now
only
the tongue is like wrapped around your wrist.
What was that?
Oh,
What
Keith,
is
a
that?
little,
This is the only time Milton gets tongue action.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Please take 1d6 psychic damage.
counter spell.
Shit.
By the way, can I roll a sleight of hand?
For
Steel resolve.
grabbing the book, you can.
I got a 16.
16. Milton, would you like to roll dexterity?
I could roll insight to see if I see it, or perception.
Perception, yeah. I mean, she's grabbing the book from you.
Oh, did she? So she didn't roll stealth. Does that have anything to do with it? I got an 11.
Stealth?
I'm gonna say you're not gonna be able to grab it in
It's sleight of
time.
hand.
I did sleight of hand.
Yeah,
Well, either way, though, I have +3, so I have a 16 regardless.
yeah. So I don't think you're gonna be able to grab it, my guy.
Whoa!
He's
What are
gonna
you
roll.
doing?
Borrowing this.
He just puts it in his bag.
Are you using the Necronomicon that you took?
No, I'm just putting it in the bag.
Like, are you taking the Necronomicon?
I'm just taking it.
As you take it, the tongue wraps around your wrist for a moment.
I slap it.
Oh no.
It lightly lets go and just kind of curls up back into the book.
Cora's wondering.
Thank you. Be more polite.
And I put the book away.
Cora's wondering, like, what if you lick it?
What if you lick it back?
Okay, so I'll get this back after we do our booze run.
This is I have work to do. We have work here. We're not just. This isn't just a happy vacation home. You guys want to go get alcohol? I was going to go help the proprietors of this establishment. Give me back my book.
So she is reluctant to give, or he, sorry. He is
Hello.
reluctant to give you the book back. And
Gosh,
Cora's still just laying just beside, on the floor.
This is no way to behave in an apocalypse. This is absolutely ridiculous. I can't. Oh my god. Milton just starts grabbing like materials that he has for spell components and just starts shoving them in his like. He's just moaning and groaning. I can't believe for alcohol. It's great. Just want to study some frick books. And he just hoists his pouches and his bags on himself, and he's just like, oh, fine. He just dispels the hut. He's just like, what? Where is it? What are we doing?
Do you guys want to roll perception?
Yes.
Sure.
Let's go. 16 plus.
I don't know my-
Oh, 16 plus 6. I got a 22.
5.
I got a 19.
Wait, did I just hear Carrick say 5?
Yeah.
Carrick is
I'm
looking
having
at
bad
Wogue.
rolls today.
Carrick's looking at Wogue like, that was pretty good. Nice.
Let me get my rolls. It's gonna take me a minute.
You get a
13 plus 4.
17.
Yeah.
I know math.
I can't.
Quick math. So you guys kind of notice that there is kind of like a crowd kind of gathered around in the upper layer where all the refugees are, and then 2, you'll notice Jenna and Andiris kind of walking around the area. Jenna is somewhere separate from Andiris. Andiris is walking to your like kind of left area, and Jenna is to your right area, but you do not see Malel.
I walk up to Jenna.
She looks at you but doesn't say anything.
Hi.
Hello, can I help you with something?
I was actually wondering if you could help me with something.
Okay.
Do you need help with anything today? You know?
I mean, unless you can identify an ancient tablet.
Milton!
What?
The scary lady wants you.
Oh, come on! We had a deal!
What is going on?
I don't know.
I
honestly.
literally woke up 10 minutes ago.
You did?
Scary lady wants you, Milton.
Oh.
Oh man, come on! This is exactly what I was trying to avoid. Oh god, I got no book. I'm about to get yelled at. Milton just makes his way with his thumbing his like his hands together. Well, he's kind of got
Hey,
his
Milton!
Yes.
She holds up the somewhat glowing tablet. You can identify this? I mean, further than what you've already done?
Well, I'm sure if I had enough time, but I'm being. Milton's just like eyes are darting back.
It is my fault. I accidentally distracted him earlier.
Okay, well, literally all I need is someone to figure out what the back of this thing says. There's ancient scribes or some shit on here, and I can't fucking read it.
He could probably figure it out. He's smart.
If you could give me approximately 10 minutes, I might be able to comprehend the language that it's in.
Cora's like, let me take a crack at it. She goes up to try to read the book.
The
Tablet, whatever.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Kindle. No, the tablet, you flip it over and you can't read what this fucking says.
Before Milton burns or prepares the ritual, just looking at the nature of itself, would he know if it's either infernal or sylvan?
It is not.
Okay, so then he's going to take the tablet and spend 10 minutes to ritually cast.
So she kind of roughly hands it to you and says, I'll come back in 10 minutes, and walks off.
Oh, okay. You guys are going to get me in trouble. I don't even know you people that well.
Wogue squats down. It's like, I want to see how you do it. And then he gets out the Necronomicon thingy, book thing. He doesn't even look at what it is.
Did you say the next Comic-Con?
I just said it wrong.
She pulls out the Comic-Con. She's bringing it to the caves.
There is a Natsu.
And he just kind of hands it to you, and he's like,
Can you show me how you do it?
Well, it's a very simple ritual casting spell. It's a sort of divination technique, and he grabs a pinch of soot and salt, and he starts like setting up the materials, and then he just starts like you'll see like him starting to weave, like looking at his spell book, and then kind of weaving the sigils into the soot and the salt, and then having them kind of like he's flickering his fingers, and he's going through the ritual, and then after it's done, he'll just kind of like snap his fingers, and then the soot and the salt will kind of like do like a vortexy spin up, and then kind of like lightly kind of poof into his eyes, and then he'll close his eyes for a second. He just goes, "Oh, that burns a little bit every time." And then he opens his eyes again, and then like I imagine that his irises are kind of glowing a little bit with like almost like a aurora borealis effect. And
That's
then
cool.
Whatever the language is, it just starts kind of like Da Vinci coding its way into what it says.
We'll come back to you on what that says. Cora and Carrick, what are you guys doing?
Booze.
You would have to talk to Andyrus about leaving. Or Jenna, or Malel, I guess. It's up to you. But you do have to talk to one of them.
Is Cora next to me?
I believe so.
Woke has been converted to the Milton side of things. He finds this far more interesting than booze.
Okay.
Oh no!
It's fine.
Back.
It's fine.
All right.
What are you guys doing?
He's gonna turn to
Let's go
court,
talk
Tori.
to Andyrus.
What did you say, Nick?
I was gonna say he was gonna talk to Cortari.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cortari, seems like you're my last hope for this. I have a question.
What is your question?
You remember that guy from yesterday, right? The man who said he'd teach us a few tricks if we brought him some booze?
Pretty sure.
How was about we go on a booze run? Yeah? I could really use some booze.
That sounds amazing. I want some
Awesome.
booze right now.
We're splitting the party between tall and short.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
See, he said he would share some if we brought him some. So I'm all for that. So we gonna do this?
Does he keep cutting out? He said that
Yes.
the guy...
Let's do this.
He
We
said
gotta
that the
go
guy
talk
would
to
share some.
Andyrus first, though.
Sounds good. Let's go do that.
You guys go over to Andyrus. You kind of walk up behind her because she's talking to a couple of other people. And then she turns around, jumps a little because she wasn't expecting you guys there. She's like, oh, jeez, you scared me. How can I help you?
We would like to go out on a run.
What kind of run?
Supply run.
What kind of supplies?
Whatever we can find,
Herbs.
basically.
So drugs is what you're saying. You can just be honest with me. I don't care.
Alright, we're going on a booze run.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
We'll share some with you if you let us.
Ooh. I mean, I was going to let you regardless, but, like, now that the offer's on the table...
Sweeten the pot.
Well, I'm trying to think of where would be good places to maybe loot that haven't really been touched too much. I know Waterdeep is a good one. That city is completely void of demons for the day, at least until sunset, so try to be back before then.
Oh.
Dragon Crest is another one, but they're only free from noon to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's like about 2 hours away. Waterdeep's only 1.
Waterdeep sounds good.
Waterdeep does sound good.
Problem is with
It's
that,
really good.
I'm not exactly sure what to expect there because my scouts can't seem to get through.
Oh, we'll get through.
What do you mean?
Well, the things that they've come back as is that the city is slightly underwater. Not all of it though. I think a good bit of it is. I know that they said that the libraries there, the big ones, are still intact, but the problem is that they are now entirely surrounded by water. Not much of a loss if you ask me. I don't really care that much, but I'm sure some other people would probably kill to see that library. I know it was very important.
Is Milton within earshot?
Most definitely.
What?
Oh, so our booze run has you tempted now.
How far away is he?
They're far enough away that like you can make out a few words,
Big library.
but you do recognize the word Waterdeep, and mostly underwater.
So, as Milton, whatever he's working on right now with the tablet, he gets done with it like that. It only takes minutes, and he's just like, library, what, huh? And he just like, and makes his way over to you guys. And then he's just like, Waterdeep, I grew up there.
Oh, well then you should definitely go with them because you might be able to know the place more than my scouts do. As again, it seems that The place is somewhat trapped, but at random.
Trapped, but at random. Man, this...
It's very
this is
weird. That's just how they've described it.
Well, who's ready to go swimming?
I mean, the parts that you'll be going through are mostly on land. It's just a good majority of it has been sunken and lost at sea. But that, yes, I believe that major library that was, I forget the name of it, but a big place. I think the biggest library in the world.
Oh, you must be referring to Candlekeep. I should clarify. Well, Candlekeep is approximately 500 miles from Waterdeep, but I did grow up in Waterdeep, and then once I became of age and decided to take my journey on to being a scribe, I decided to travel with a couple of other. He just goes on about his backstory and how he was a scribe at Candlekeep before they sent him to a local establishment that he was found in here to get to kind of keep the knowledge and spread the wealth to the other libraries. And he's just like, yeah, I did hear that after this whole apocalypse thing broke out that Waterdeep did end up living up to its name, but I never really
It's a little
went back.
funny, in a way. Just a little.
Yes, it's completely hilarious how the birthplace.
I didn't say hilarious. I said a little funny.
Yeah, great.
Anyway, if you lot want to go there, you seem to be very good at looting, considering your last mission. I hope you guys dropped off that medal that you found to the blacksmith.
Yeah, totally.
Cora starts looking suspicious.
Don't
Take that as a no.
Don't be
Just get around to it,
suspicious.
because we do need that material for the soldiers.
Fine, but I might take one sword.
That's fine. I told you guys to take whatever you wanted. Just give the rest to the blacksmith.
I didn't find anything too interesting, unfortunately. And he's trying to grab the book from Wogue, as I imagine Wogue's just
What
doing
gave it
this.
to you?
Yeah.
Woke already handed it back.
Oh,
And
While
then,
you're doing the seance.
so anyway, after that conversation, you did identify what it said on the back, and the language on it was Ancient Druid.
Oh, damn.
oh, that explains it.
And the text said that the stone is the key, the earth is the gate.
Right. Well, Milton grabs his bag of holding that they were given, and tosses it to whoever's going to the blacksmith, and just says, "Right. Okay. Now I'm invested. You folks handle this. Save some coins. I could actually use those for spell components. But everything else, the swords, the staffs, the cloaks, whatever, I have no use for them. I need to go deliver this message to that Miss Jenna, and then I will rendezvous with you there. I need to prepare some spells for this if we're going to be dealing with the book's mortal enemy, water."
I thought it was fire.
And he scurries off.
You look like you have something to say.
Just thinking about the inscription.
Oh, you're just thinking about what it could mean?
Obviously, thing is the key, so you just activate it. But, when it says Earth is the gate, basically, wouldn't that mean, could you just put it on the ground or, make a Earth gateway? Something.
It's Ancient Druid. Something.
You don't know what it says.
No, I'm just thinking out of character.
Yeah, she's just thinking out of character, but...
That's my
Okay.
secret. I'm never out of character.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
see about
always
that
a
when we get
virgin.
to Waterdeep. Alright, so you go over to Jenna, and Jenna's actually been looking for you, so...
Right. So Milton stumbles back up, but he has a little bit of flare in his eyes,
as he's now more so less afraid of her at this point, but more so just he has the intent of finding out what's going on at Waterdeep. So he gives the tablet back to her. It's like, oh yes, this was actually a very simple decryption. It turns out to be ancient Druidic, and it simply says that the tablet is the key, and the quote Earth is the door. So or the gate. This word is a little bit funky to me. My Arcana is starting to wear off a little bit, but yeah, roughly translate to that. He just hands it back to her.
She kind of just looks at you for a moment, like, what does this whole thing mean? Like, where's the gate then? Is it like a specific set of land, or like?
Well, giving the context clues that this was supposedly written in ancient Druidic, I imagine that there has to be some sort of shrine or some sort of memorial. I didn't really... Well, and Milton is going to think back, perhaps in his passing back at the time that he was spending in like Candlekeep, if he ever read up on geographical, historical places that might correspond with what this could mean.
Okay.
So, history check?
Yeah, history check.
Alright. That was a nat 1, but luckily I get advantage, so it's a 13.
You can think of a couple of, like, shrines that druids worshipped, but they're kind of scattered. Can't really imagine, like, an exact one.
So Milton ponders for a second, and he goes, well, I didn't really have a passion for druidic nature personally. I was more so the abjuration and whatnot kind of guy. But if I could take a guess, I would imagine that this tablet, wherever its origin came from, is probably something to do with maybe a ceremony or something of ancient druidic design, probably at a local shrine, or I mean, there's a few shrines around that I could think of, but nothing really.
I'll start finding druids that might be able to help.
Well, I'm a druid.
Jesus fucking Christ! How long have you been there?
But yeah, I'm a druid.
What?
So I'm a druid. Woke's a druid.
Part druid.
Half druid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yep, cleric druid, multi-class. So he knows some druid stuff. Should I roll a check?
Yeah.
History?
History, just a flat roll.
Flat roll?
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Oh, so you can
I
read
got a
druidic.
7. I have a 7.
You're not mostly a druid. You can't really think of shrines that might be able to help.
Unfortunately, I'm more about the Lord and our Savior than plants, so, you know, it is what it is.
Okay, well, I know that we have some, like, super fucking...
Druidy?
Yeah.
Druids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
So-
I just know how to make unicorns happen.
What the fuck does that
Don't
mean?
ask.
Okay.
It was
okay, you know what? Whatever. Go do your things. I'm gonna go figure this shit out. And she walks off with the tablet.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Milton turns to Wogue and just goes, "If I would have known that you were a druid, I would just let you read the tablet. Surely they
She can't
taught
read
you
it
enough."
either.
I don't know ancient Druidic.
What is it like?
It's
Is
like it's
Elvish or Sylvan?
it's old. It's too old.
It's like Latin to English.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of similar looking-ish, but like all the letters are wrong, and all of the sounds are wrong, and all the words are wrong. I mean, they're right, but they're wrong. I don't know what they are.
Yeah. Right. Well.
Sorry for wasting your precious time in scripting an ancient or conscript. I don't know English. Don't look at me. But
Fine. Milton starts speaking to Wogan Goblin.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, let's go. Basically, what was he talking about?
God.
your goblin has ADHD.
If anybody is just like listening to Wogan Milton talk, it's just like a bunch of like.
Yeah, could you guys speak to as in character in goblin?
Milton
Distraught
has like
cat.
a slightly bit more like a bit more form, but he's still doing the noises. But he's just like he like pushes his glasses up once in a while.
Will like adjust his helmet every once in a while.
This is going to be great audio for the podcast.
If you sound like you're sucking on a dick, you are
podcast with
successfully
subtitles.
stuck.
It really does.
Listen. We like to be immersive here, okay? Only they know what they're going to be saying to each other, but not really. Their characters will, but their players, not at all.
But no. I struggle with languages a little bit. And Ancient Druidic is outside of my wheelhouse. I'm really good at casting spells. That's more my forte, you know?
Well,
Not
perhaps.
all of us live in books like you, Milton.
Oh man, if I could live in a book.
And he just starts daydreaming, like just cue the music.
Well, I mean, with all due respect, it looks like you're already like.
It's in a book.
It looks like you're making out.
Copyright infringement.
It looks like you're making out with books. What's up with the book with the tongue? What's up with that? What's going on
Kind
there?
of whips at you with his tongue.
Because I don't.
We're in Goblins still, by the way.
I know.
That's why Woga's talking about
it
this.
still whips
He's
at
like,
you.
I don't know about that book, Milton, because I'm not an idiot. Do I know?
do I know what that is?
Necromancy?
No, like the book. Do I know what it is?
You can sense that there's a bit of darkness in it.
Okay.
It's giving me vibes that I don't like.
No, it's kind of ruining the vibe. You know?
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like when I held it, it definitely felt like it touched me in ways that I didn't want to be touched.
Right.
Yes, welcome to my world.
We're gonna pause in your conversation and we'll switch over to Carrick real quick. Carrick, what have you been up to?
Yes. Is the rest of the group still near him, or did they walk away?
They're probably all still near him. You're probably all still near each
Okay.
other. Fucking Milton and just started speaking Goblin to each other.
There's the Cortari again.
Cortari's still next to you and making lots of noise.
If most of this place is underwater, are we going to breathe?
And Dira's still being next to you is like, no, I said that. Were you even fucking listening?
We don't.
Yeah. It's water deep. You know, like deep underwater.
Only some of it is.
Do I need to get him a fucking map?
And if you can swim, if you want to go in the deeper parts, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to breathe.
Listen, we don't have the components for water breathing potions. You might be able to find some in Waterdeep. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a potion master.
Because you see, us Goliaths aren't exactly buoyant.
Well, especially with that armor. Oh my god.
I mean, we're not buoyant. We're like muscle mass.
I
Or
can
like-
tell.
Carrick, we get it. You're trying to flirt, but it's not working. You gotta stop.
Milton
What do you mean?
He's like,
I'm
Well,
not
still
trying
speaking-
anything. I'm simply stating that I have too much muscle mass. I am
yeah.
going to sink.
You've got so much muscle mass. That's yep. Mm-hmm.
What?
Anyway,
What is that supposed to mean?
you guys are burning daylight. If you guys want to go, I recommend going now. I mean, you guys have all day, but still, it's a big place.
Yeah, let's go. I'd love to check out some books and swim a little. I mean, I do know how to sail, so if we can find a boat, we're solid. My mother was a sailor.
inside check.
Insight check, okay.
No, don't do that.
Yes, do it. Do it.
Do it. I mean,
Do it.
I guess if you
Oh,
really...
you're
What the fuck was that voice?
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
What was it?
I rolled a 7.
Oh.
Aw.
You don't fucking know. Why would you?
She deceiving or persuading?
Oh, do I roll? I mean,
Neither. She's just... Woke's just talking.
yeah, Woke's just saying.
Just
I mean, I'm
saying.
not lying. She
No,
was
he's
a
not.
sailor.
He's not lying. He's not trying to persuade you guys. He's just talking.
Yeah. She was actually a pirate, but no one, y'all don't need to know that. That's her business.
Do you say that out loud?
No,
Okay.
obviously not.
That's her business, as she tells us.
Okay. So you guys ready to get going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Indeed.
if we're going to be so we're going to Waterdeep to get alcohol.
And books.
Whatever you want.
Right. Well, just in case if the land. And to answer your question, Carrick, the reason why it's referred to as water deep is because it's kind of on the coastline, if you will. But if this part of it, I mean, if the land has sunken over time due to whatever this, wasteland-like world that we're all in now, either way, I digress. There is a way, and Milton starts, grabbing some reeds and stuff that he picked up during his travels, and he's like, I can actually ritually make us able to breathe water if it has sanken any more into the sea.
God,
Aw.
he's a nerd and knows
Very
spells.
nice.
But anyway, you guys mount your horses and you ride.
Milton's trying to prep the spell materials as he's riding on a horse. He's like,
You don't run into any trouble. You just get there and you see a kind of somewhat constructed wall around the area, kind of leading into one opening.
Alright, let's go.
It's like 20 feet tall.
Maybe there's some survivors. Kind of looks like there are. With this wall. Because was this here? It doesn't look like it was here before. It looks kind of new. What's going on, Milton?
well, this was slightly during my youth, so I didn't really pay too much attention to the architecture. Always had a nose in a book, but yeah,
Sounds
this
about
definitely.
right.
This I don't remember the walls being this large, or this looks like. Does it look like it could be recently added, or it's worn
Yeah.
down? It's been for a while.
It doesn't look well built together, but it is tall.
Yes,
Well,
I guess a
Woke
lot
goes
has
towards the
changed.
entrance.
Okay, so you guys kind of funnel into the entrance, and as you enter, you hear a
Woke's ears
Aw.
perk right up.
I see we have new travelers!
Oh, hey!
Oh,
Yes!
Granny.
And as you look around, on top of the walls comes out a scrawny little goblin wearing nothing but a loincloth that looks like it just barely covers what it needs to.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, and we're looking at it from the down up. Oh.
Yes, you are.
Hey man, no disrespect, but that is not a good angle for you. Nah, dude, you need some pants.
Fuck you! It's the apocalypse! I can do whatever I want! I'm going to be free in my own skin! Unbound by your clothes!
Yeah, but why don't you just wear a lot of nice clothes? Like a rich bitch.
Well, because I like the way the wind breathes. The cold sea on my skin.
Alright.
Balls.
Sure, you have fun with that.
Milton
Well,
just
just
shouts
pats
up and
his-
down. He's just like, I understand how you feel. I too don't usually wear undergarments, but at the same time, you have to
This
kind of
man
think.
gets it!
Woke's just blinking rapidly, looking at Milton excuse me?
What was that about being
Brings you here,
uncivilized?
travelers?
What? I have pants on.
Well, that's fair. You are doing well on that.
What brings you here?
Oh, we're here to take stuff that, you might not want.
Booze.
Some booze, some books.
I have everything you could ever want here,
Yeah.
but you must prove yourselves worthy of collecting it.
Or you could just be a homie.
It's not.
But how do I know you're cool enough to be a homie? Gee,
Oh my god.
Cora
Look at
starts
me.
What does
unsheathing her
homie
sword.
pull out your sword.
No, she
It's a
starts
goblin thing.
unsheathing.
Don't worry about it.
Listen here, west side or east side?
Oh my god, no. How did we get here?
Water deeper, candle deep.
Cora starts
outside.
You start walking.
Yeah, this-
The entrance area, you do have to leave your horses.
walking. Okay.
So
I start walking.
listen, I am willing to give you whatever you'd like if you prove yourselves worthy.
Sure,
of
okay,
my
fuck it.
challenges.
Okay, what are your challenges? Giving you some pants?
Fuck you!
No.
Oh
Kind of
gosh.
old.
He rushes over and points you into a direction.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
As you go into this direction, you see a bunch of broken trees, tons of gold all over the place, a stone tablet in the middle with an inscription, and a big door that looks like it shimmers with enchanted light. In order to first enter Waterdeep, you must prove yourself smart enough.
Yeah, I think I'm a little smarter than you, buddy.
And as you walk up to the stone tablet, there are, again, you see tons of stuff around you. Gold, diamonds, jewels, just anything of value.
Wait, how many diamonds we talking?
A lot. But the tablet on there says, "Show me only wealth." And you guys realize it's a fucking riddle.
Show me only wealth?
And this is where we end the session for today.
Oh! Not a riddle.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about this all fucking
Show me
You guys best be ready to solve some puzzles.
Man, I find a brother, I find a
Or-
homie, I find a
I mean,
cool ass
technically, we
goblin,
could collect all
and
the
he's.
gold that's scattered around.
You could, yeah.
I'm
You
taking
might
those
need it
diamonds.
for the puzzle, though.
Huh?
I just
might need
wanted
it
some
for the puzzle.
That's
booze.
what I'm saying.
You gotta
carrot.
earn your booze,
That's the
bitch.
wealth. That's what wealth I'm talking about.
All right. Well,
We're done, dude.
I hope you guys have enjoyed. We will see you all next week.
Yes. Oh,
Get your brains
fuck me.
pumping.
Au revoir.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening. Abyssal Wish is Trevor Griffiths. He is the DM and editor. Nick Lucarelli as Carrick the Goliath. Haley Jones as Koratari the Kalashtar. Myself, Lindsay Fuckata. That's not how my name is said, but that's how Trevor wrote it, and we're sticking to the bit. As Wogue the Goblin. And I also draw the thumbnails, so I apologize for that affront to you guys' eyes. And Thomas Rawl Jr. as Milton Dinkle. And the theme is by Isaac Aries. Thank you guys so much, and tune in next week for more exasperated, tired, angry people trying to survive a demon apocalypse.
What?
No,
You're saying I have small eyes?
No, you have like kind of like slanted eyes. Like
Guys,
You
my
don't
girlfriend
Okay,
is
all right.
Asian.
And I'm the racist. Alright, let's bring it back.
I'm just saying.
I think my girlfriend just called me
I mean,
yellow.
when I get eye crusties, it doesn't bother me that much because I have pretty big eyes.
It's okay. We can cut that out.